IT company just yet. What I've been working on is some new marketing material, excuse me, that just closed itself out as I was going to access it. This is why I went low tech. So what I wanted you guys to kind of be aware of is 21 questions you should ask your computer consultant before hiring them. I'm not going to cover all 21 today because it's a long list, but I figured I would share with Skittles. And I'll need you guys to kind of help me out so my voice doesn't completely die and I can actually go sell when I leave here at another meeting. So you're going to have some questions and answers on the back of some Skittles. I only did 15 of the 21, so I am going to need some help with that. And if you don't get a question, then you will just get some Skittles. And have fun with that.
No, not at all.
Everybody got one? You got one? Nope, you got mine. You're good. I think you're getting one too.
Cool.
Alright, cool. Alright, so we won't go through all 15. Alright, whoever has closest to number one, go ahead and fire it off. Let's go.
I got 4.
I got one. Do they answer the phones live, or do you always leave a message and wait for someone to call you back?
Yes, we do answer the phones live. We have, even if all of our technicians are busy, we have a live answering service that will answer every technical call that comes through. They will take a recorded message for us as well as a text message and send it to all the technicians on staff. So yes, we are practicing a 100% live calling center, and we're trying to grow our infrastructure so we can actually have technicians answer the phone live for you.
So it didn't take 15 touches on the
No,
phone to
no,
get to
no.
someone's skin?
No, you dial the 678-999 number, and you are right in the queue for somebody live to help you. All right, next up, number 2, anybody?
I got question number 2.
Awesome.
Do they have a written guaranteed response time to your calls?
Yes, we do offer a written guarantee for all of our plans. All of our plans come with some type of SLA, is what we call that, service level agreement, that provides the customer that peace of mind at the end of the day so that they know when they pick up the phone and call us, we're going to respond within 60 seconds or 60 minutes or whatever their SLA is. Number 3, anyone?
I got it.
Sweet.
Did they take the time to explain what they're doing and answer your questions in terms that you understand, not geek speak? Or do they come across as arrogant and make you feel stupid for asking simple questions?
Of course we do, every time. We want you to feel like the smallest person on earth. No. We try to explain everything in the most common way to explain things so people understand how they got to the issue that they're facing. So a lot of times we'll have customers that will call us and they won't even know how to describe the issue that they're having. So we'll remote into their machine, see the issue, reproduce it, and get them, just show them what they're trying to describe to us, and then show them how to resolve it on their own the next time they see that. All right. Who's got number 4?
Do they performance, or do they wait until you have a problem to make recommendations?
We wait until things break, and then we recommend that you replace it. In certain cases, customers just want to milk out their equipment. We interviewed a company yesterday, and they just have some legacy equipment. And the first thing the guy tells me is, "Hey, I went to the Smithsonian with the museum last week, and I saw half of our equipment there, so they must be getting it from us." So a lot of customers do that, and we try to advise them as much as possible to let them know your equipment is dated and you will start having issues. So it's kind of like a car. If you never take care of a car or change the oil, then you're bound to be found on the roadside dead.
That's awesome.
That's forward. Somebody learned that.
Very good.
That was my plug-in, Jay. I like your truck, though. It's nice. Number 5.
Your eyes are not.
Do they provide detailed invoices that clearly explain what you're paying for?
Excuse me. Yes, we do. Our detailed invoices go to the extent of telling you what the issue was that was called in. The resolution is also printed on the invoice, and any products or any additional things you may have purchased along the way to get that ticket resolved are also printed out there. So it's no hiding or trying to slide in hidden fees or anything like that. We definitely try to make sure we stay as transparent as possible. Who's got
Do they have adequate E&O insurance as well as workers' comp insurance to protect you?
Of course we do. Of course we do. And that's very important too. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about the Craigslist guys going around and doing crazy things, but that's not us. We actually we can prove insurance to you guys and show you before we even step foot on your property. So that has been a very, very pressing piece for 2015. We've had several people request that we have insurance to perform the duties we need to perform on their property. Number 7.
Do they guarantee to complete the project on time and on budget?
We do. We have a magic spreadsheet that kind of tells us what it will take to install and set up and maintain your network. And that thing has not let us down in the past 5 years. So we have a magic formula, so to speak, that kind of will let us know up front so we can advise you, the customer, this is what we foresee this is going to take.
Do they insist on remotely monitoring your network 24/7, 365 to keep critical security settings, virus definitions, and security patches up to date and prevent problems from turning into downtime, viruses, lost data, and other issues?
Yes, we do. We 24/7 monitor. We have a system that monitors all of our customer machine as long as they're on one of our plans, of course. We don't just monitor it if you don't pay us, so that is a paid-for service. It's kind of like your alarm monitoring company. You don't know that there's a break-in until that signal goes off, and those signals are very similar to the computer world because they let us know when there's intrusion in your network or hard drives are seeming to fail or processors overheating, and those things kind of alert us because that lets us know that hey, your environment might not be 100%, and we need to go in and make sure that we repair it. So it's just more of a proactive kind of approach to doing IT versus reactive. So
We on 9?
yes,
Do they provide you with weekly reports that show all the updates, security patches, and the status of every machine on your network, so you know for sure your systems have been secured and updated?
yes, we do. We provide weekly reports to our clients that want to see it or want to receive it. Some just say, I know you guys are doing your job, just don't bombard my inbox with a bunch of email that I won't know about. But our reports are fairly easy to read, and we can provide ad hoc reports as needed. A lot of questions come about of, I don't know how many computers I have in my environment, what their specs are. I'm looking to standardize my equipment. We can print an inventory report, and even a software inventory report that shows them the legacy software that's about to expire and, show them, so they can, decision makers can make that decision to replace that software that's old and antique. All right.
Is it standard procedure for them to provide you with written network documentation detailing what software licenses you own, critical passwords, user information, hardware inventory, etc.? Or are they the only person with the keys to the kingdom?
That's a very important question, and we get that one quite often. We believe in giving you guys the control back to you. We operate as a 100% transparent company, so we're not your typical IT company that holds in everything and doesn't want to share it with you. We share configuration profiles of your firewalls, your routers, your servers, your switches, anything of that nature. So if you chose to get another IT provider to come in, they could just pick up our information and take over where we left off. So we don't believe in doing business that way. That's just not who we are. All right, go to 10. That was 10.
That was
11. No one has 11. They just stay on the table. There's 15. There's 11. 3 11.
You know, Emma, do they have any
Show
other,
us that 12 back.
12 is back here.
Okay.
do they have any other technicians on staff who are familiar with your network in case your regular technician goes on vacation or gets sick?
Yes, we do. We have technicians that are readily accessible to accept, provide you support rather. In the event of someone gets sick or your primary tech guy is out of the pocket. We try to take in as much detailed information and build sort of like a network blueprint, so to speak, so that anybody can come in behind that person and support you. So if in the event you're working with Cameron or Mike or anybody on my staff, then definitely they can pick up and look at previous tickets, see what happened, and take over where the last person, left off. All right, 12, and we'll stop there.
When they offer an all-inclusive support plan, is it truly all-inclusive, or are there gotchas hidden in the fine print?
It depends. We offer an all-inclusive plan for sure. Our all-inclusive pretty much provides unlimited RAM tech, is what I tell people. You get unlimited on-site, unlimited remote, antivirus protection, you name it. It's all-inclusive, and you pay one flat fee per month, and the only other thing that we charge outside of that is for any hardware that's needed. So we let the customer know that up front, that if you need hardware or software, here's a price. You can use our pricing, or you can get your own pricing, and we'll install it. But as long as you're taking our recommendations for the hardware and software that you need, we don't mind at all. All right. Well, thank you guys for participating.
Anybody got any questions?